Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab where I do what I do for you. I got something nice for you today, right thinkers. Well, let's talk about, tell me about right thinking philosophy. That's what I'm going to do today. I had the question about somebody, well, what is right thinking? I got you. I'm gonna break that down for you. So let's get started. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in the story for life. I give life lessons. You tune in to receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's rock. Right thinking mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment, all philosophically. Right thinking is a way of life. And again, is a way of life, not a religion. Through mental and spiritual discipline, practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment. It's some things that you have to do daily to reach that. And my mission is to give you those things you need so you can know thyself. If you're practicing this philosophy, your goal, is to know thyself. See where I'm going with this? So that's the goal, that's the mission. Let's work together and make it happen. So the question, do you know you? It's rhetorical. If you don't have an answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. A person who knows not, who knows not that they know not, is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not, who knows not, and knows that they know not. It's simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believes and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself, and to my yacht, be true. You hear me say my yacht. You hear me say right thinking philosophy. So I was asked the question, tell me about right thinking philosophy. I love to. Why? I get a chance to expound on philosophy that I taken and weed my little personal concept in. So I can do that for you. So right thinking, let's talk about, tell me about right thinking philosophy. Right thinking philosophy is based on philosophical, ethical, moral principles that you can emulate, manifest by practicing them in your daily life and find for yourself that how they work. Okay, aka gaining spiritual knowledge, obtaining it by what? Practicing, using it, mastering it to end result, know thyself, spiritual awakening, resurrection, all the names you want to call it, it don't make a difference. But that's what you have to do to reach that. So whatever you call it, don't make a difference. But what you had to do to get there makes all the difference in the world. Let's talk about how right thinking philosophy can get you there. Religions were meant to do that. Their program purpose is to do that. That's why I respect religion. How they practice it, how they present it, I ain't big on that. So understand that. Let's go. I understand the purpose of it. Right thing philosophy, again, starting with the religion, is not a religion. It's a philosophy, not a belief system, but a philosophy. Again, philosophical concepts and principles that you can learn and in time learn to master, aka self knowledge. Then you will have what? Knowledge of self. You will know thyself. Hoping I'm making this clear. I'm trying to get it as clear as possible what it is about and why I do what I do for you. You can learn it, you can practice it. I've done it over 35 years. I just put a little twist to it. When I use the example, Bruce Lee was a Shaolin monk before he started his own philosophy, his own concept of Jeet Kune Do. But he already had mastered the basics of a Shaolin monk. They're not going to institute a new Shaolin concept because of Bruce Lee. No, he went on his own and did that. They never brought it to the Shaolin Temple. You'll never be able to find that nowhere. So right thing philosophy, you're never gonna find nowhere. It's uniquely mine for that purpose, and I understand the reason. But I didn't make it up. I know the philosophy that I follow is based on what? Maya philosophy, Shita Netta, Smatawi, ancient Egyptian Kemetic concepts that was been around for thousands of years. Moving on. Right thing philosophy is a form, again, of Maya philosophy, a little bit of Shita Netta, Semi-Tawi. I got the PhD for my hood mentality, so I call it spiritual gumbo. I got philosophical concepts from the streets, from school, from Masonics, from prison. I have knowledge of everything I've encountered through my life. So it's all what? True stories. That's the best part about right thing philosophy. I ain't gotta make up the stories. I got true stories and I use them to as analogies, allegorical, not allegorical stories, real life stories. But we use allegorical stories. That's what the Bible used, not true stories. I'm the real character. Okay, moving on. Not do that, that's him. Okay, that's the old me. Still me, but not that mentality. Different. So understand that. So that's what right thinking philosophy did. Right thinking philosophy can what? Be lived when? Daily. And it will what? Change your life. How you know? It did mine. I'm living proof. I'm my product. Why? I'm selling me. Why? This is what the results of what I do. Try to get you to be your best you. I'm my best me. Why? Following and practicing my philosophy. Right? Thinking philosophy is a way of life. Why? You can practice it in what? Time on a daily basis, and in time you will reach what? Self-mastery by the practicing of the philosophy. You putting in the work. You can know it, you can understand it, you can interpret it, but until you employ it, it means absolutely nothing. Practice what you learn. Simple. Employ it. Why are you learning it? To do what? So I know it. Like the Bible quote us. Y'all quote verses from the Bible. Ain't living nowhere near it. So why you quoting them? Live it. Then you can quote it. I know a few good people who practice what they preach. So I just practice what I teach. No different. Moving on. I got no problem with that at all. Or those people. Where's that? Okay, yeah, right here. I created right thinking philosophy out of mastering the the basic philosophy, and I created and I live it. Why? Just like God created man, he got inside the spirit inside man is of God. He did that because we are his creation. I live my philosophy because I created it based on moi. Everything I talk about pretty much is what I learned and what I know and what I've experienced. Simple. I ain't gotta make nothing up. I ain't gotta play this imaginary game and get a whole bunch of superstitious nonsense. Just truth, straight out. Now, the fact Mayat is a philosophy that our ancients lived by. You can live it also today, still. I've been doing it for over 30 years. What's this? Perfect example. I have been practicing Mayat philosophy for over 35 years. So I know Mayat philosophy. All right, aka right thinking philosophy. It's the same thing with my little personal twist. I ain't changed none of the 42 confessions, negative confessions. I know they modernized. I still keep saying I gotta get that. I gotta get up on my game and get the modernized version of the 42 negative confessions in my app. Okay. Why? It's a pattern that blueprint that you can follow to better yourself. That's all it is. That's what I do. That's all I got for you. I ain't professing nothing other than that. I teach my style of Maya, aka right thinking philosophy. Why? Because I use it myself. It's based on me and what and how I've been doing what I'm doing. That's why. Other than that, I will profess why I teach Maya philosophy. I teach Shita Netta. I practice Semi Tawi. Take all them, mix them up, grab a little something out, add that in, put that in there. And I need that. Y'all need that too. Why? That makes it gumbo. It's all good. Okay, if you're a gumbo lover, I'm your man. Why? I got a little bit of everything for you. I'm not particular. If it's good and it's right, I got it. I have, excuse me, nope, next one. I give what I call life lessons. The lessons that I give you, you can use to live with for the rest of your days. I'm not saying we're using that. Nope. This ain't a disposable lesson. These are life lessons meant to be used for the rest of your life. Where we at? Oh yeah, I give life. Wait, and I do this daily. It's 365 days in a year. We know that. I'm here every day and have been for the last 5 years. So you do the math, okay? So I'm on my grind, like my workout every day, like the sun. I'm here, rain, sleet, snow. I'm doing my job. Why? That's my grind. My grind is getting myself in service, putting this information out for somebody who's in need of it. And you turn it in, that let me know somebody's in need of it. I appreciate you. That's why I do what I do for you. I always appreciate you. So I don't take it for granted. So I give you what I got, the best. Every time I come here, I don't come here to but no. I'm prepared to do my job, to teach, to inform. We're in the age of information. For the last 35 years, I've been gathering information, using it and perfecting it, but gathering it. That's what I do. And right now, I'm right on time. Why? We're in the information age. So that's what I got for you. Information. I call it useful life lesson, stuff that you can benefit from and keep it with you. Okay? It don't run out. Like they said, the blood of Jesus, it still works. Knowledge of self still works. Okay? Now, where we at? Now, Maya, my favorite goddess. Why? Because she gives you balance in life that you can live by. And it works if you practice thinking first before you talk, before you act, before you whatever. If you give it a good thought and put the balance on it, good, bad, pro, con, yes, no, in and out, before you make a decision, don't make rash and instant decisions. Why? It never ends well. If you meticulously do what you do, every decision you make will be on point and you will benefit from it. Making bad decisions, I hate that. Because why? I'm to be the beneficiary of it, but a bad decision that I made, I got to pay the consequences. Bad decisions end up with regret. Good decisions end up with blessing. See the difference? It ain't hard to figure out. Let's get back to the lesson. Sorry about that. And this is the whole purpose of what? Maya philosophy holds who? You, the individual, what? Responsible for doing what you know is right. When? All the time. Once you figure out how to do what it is you need to do, you'll be fine. And once you practice it, it becomes what? Muscle memory. So it's just what you do. My pastor would tell you, this is what I do, brother, right? And yeah, my man, when you're good at what you do, you can lay claim to, this is what I do. Okay, moving on. Right thinkers, y'all practice the philosophy. How? By living it. That's why I say it's not a religion, it's a way of life. You have to learn it and you live it. And that way you will benefit. Watch this. You can't claim to be a right thinker, aka know yourself or have knowledge of self, and act like a fool. I get the concept, and the guy said, I don't want them selling drugs with my clothes on. You don't dictate what people do with your clothes. I got the concept. I don't want to see a guy with my hoodie on out there making exchanges on the corner. That's not a right thinker. My right thinking logo. I want to push it. I want to see it, but I want to see it in a positive manner. That's all. Just moving on. I ain't got to go back and forth about that. Now, I personally can't claim to be a master right thinker and do what? Act the fool. I'm the last one who should be doing that. So I got to hold myself accountable, hold myself to a higher standard. I'm saying holding myself, not somebody else. No, I'm holding myself to a higher standard that I had to show, do, and be. Why? To make my authenticity of what I practice and what I teach, make it known that I got to live by those same rules. So I'm no better. Usually the rule maker is the rule breaker. I didn't make them. I live by it. I just hold myself accountable too and show you that's what you should be doing too. I got nothing to do but take care of me. You take care of you. I'm just giving you the information that'll help you do just that. Now, a philosophy. What's that? It's something that you don't just talk about. Oh, I'm a philosopher. No, you got opinion, and like a-holes and armpits, we all do. But when your opinion, your philosophy can be understood, can be practiced and proven, that's a philosophy that you can roll with. That's all I'm saying. And if philosophy is something that you don't just talk about, what? You have to be about it. And I am about what I teach as far as right thinking philosophy. Stem to stern. I'm adamant and I'm anal about that. Why? This is what I teach. I live this. Simple as that. And I'm serious about that. A philosophy of your belief system, and that's religious concepts, is to be practiced. Again, also, if you're a Christian, Muslim, Jew, Hindu, don't make a difference to me. You practice your tenets of what your philosophy says or your dogma that you follow. I ain't got a problem with that at all. Okay? And you have to what? Live when? Daily. Just like I do my right thinking philosophy. Again, it's a way of life. If you're a Christian, you live a Christian lifestyle. If you're a Muslim, you live an Islamic lifestyle. I ain't got a problem with that at all. Whatever belief system or religion you follow or the philosophy that you practice, you should reach a mastery of it in some sort of time. Sooner or later, you should have mastered that philosophy or whatever they professing. Why? It ain't gonna, all y'all gonna be ministers. I know that, or but at my church, our Father Fellowship, everybody's mastering what? Themselves. That's the beauty part of it, and I love that concept. Why? They're not worrying about what somebody else is doing. Nope. We come together, we worship together, we fellowship, but we do our own thing, our own way. And that's how you earn blessings. You can pray for me all you want, but if I'm not putting the work in, put myself in position to receive that blessing is falling on hollow ground, so to speak. Prayer without works, useless, dead. That's the concept. God recognized those, he magnified those who magnify him. If you live and doing the right thing, you need a blessing, you ain't got to worry about it. Why? You earned it. You deserve it. If you ain't deserving of a blessing, you can pray all you want. Get the point? All right, let me get this road right. I see the clock. Yeah, let me get this thing done. Now, right thinkers, I love y'all. But y'all are in search of what? Truth. That's all I got for you. If you come in here for anything other than truth, you at the wrong place. Why? That's all I got for you, the truth. So that's your goal. I'm your man, a.k.a. knowledge of self. Wrapping it up. If you're a right thinker, you are on the path of what? Self-knowledge. Become what? Spiritually enlightened so that what? You can know thyself. And once you do that, find the kingdom of heaven, as he said. Once you know thyself, everything else will take care of self. That part you can be guaranteed. Why? Everything seems to work out when you do the right thing. Simple. I became a right thinker over 20 years ago now. So I'm pretty good at what I'm doing now. Why? I've been practicing for a long time now. That's why. Anything that if you put 20 years in at a job, you can retire. I want 40. Why? I want to be a grandmaster. I want to be able to teach another generation. I want to be able to help the next one behind me. That's why I teach. Moving on. Where we at? Okay, yeah. When you study, pray, and meditate, every day, you're a right thinker in training. And the end result to that is knowledge of self, a good lifestyle. That's all I can let you know that. Why? That's all I got out of it. Okay, every blessing is different for every person. Why? What I need is gonna be different than what you need. But if you do what you need to do, you'll get just what you need. How would he know that? Okay, he knows all. My pastor say he know your heart, but right. Now, right thinkers, when you find the truth, and that's within yourself, you have found God, aka your higher self. So now you know thyself. See that? See the play on the words? And a lot of time we don't get the semantics, we don't get the symbolism or the esoteric meaning in a lot of stuff. We just take for granted. Yeah, know thyself. You taught that know thyself stuff. Do you have a clue of what know thyself means? Well, obviously, just say no, please. When the question is asked to you, and the response or the answer is either yes or no. I don't need a bunch of jibber jabber. I don't need a salesman pitch. I need an answer, yes or no. Moving on. So I don't need to hear a bunch of soliloquy about this, that, and the other, and the third. Right thinkers. Where we at? Maya is a philosophy based on principles. She's not a person. We give her the title, the feather, the bed, that, yeah, so you can recognize and know her. But she's a principle of character that you can manifest by following her philosophy. Moving on, understand that. Like Christ, same thing. Y'all can do what you want with that. Moving on, let me wrap it up. Again, appreciate you tuning in. Well, to know thyself is the intent of all right thinkers. Your goal should be to know thyself. If you're here for any other reason, you're in the wrong place. Something like that. Moving on. Let me wrap it up. All I want to do is to get all right thinkers to what? Know thyself. That's what I do for you. That's my intent. That's my goal. That's my mission. There's no hidden agenda. Don't cost you nothing. If you like or want to do what it is I do, okay, I enlighten you. I inspire and motivate you to do it for yourself. That's my goal. That's my intent. And I'm here every day trying to get it done for anyone who want to choose to follow and practice it. That's it. Let me wrap it up. Now, you want to know about right thinking philosophy? With knowledge of self, you can have knowledge of all things, aka God. Once you know him, you know all. Self-knowledge, again, is gained by who? You, yourself. By what? Becoming a right thinker, and your goal is to what? Know thyself by practicing the philosophy that I give to you daily. Last one. I'll take a philosophical philosophy over any belief system, aka religious philosophy. That's just me. You have the right to make your own decisions. I made mine. I got to follow with the consequences of my actions. That's knowing thyself. And if you regret your action was wrong. I'm here to say, hope you enjoyed the lesson. And in closing, right thinkers, do the right thing. Know thyself. And may all my right thinkers live to be 100 and me 100 minus a day. So I never know the right thinkers like you passed away. Hope you enjoyed the philosophy lesson. I'll be back.